is your presenter with the headlines.
In the headlines, FRS Express Diesel adds new calls to Dominica for the independence season. In the news from the region, a redesigned EC currency to be in circulation by 2027. And internationally, the United Kingdom says it will not pay out over slavery. The details of these stories and more coming up next.
29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
DBS News.
And welcome back. FRS Express Diesel has added new calls to Dominica for the independence season. Marketing Officer of FRS Express Diesel, Desma Patrick, says this is to accommodate the high influx of people coming into Dominica for the festive season.
For the independence season, and we are so happy to be able to facilitate people who are coming into the islands, because we know that there is an increase of people coming into the islands to experience our Creole festival and to be a part of all the activities going on for the Creole season. So we have increased the amount of times rather that the ferry comes into the island. Before we would do 1 trip a day, but we have increased to 3 and even 4 times a day. And that has caused an increase in the amount of passengers that are coming in. We have seen an increase as high as 1,500 people, and in the upcoming day, we expect even more, up to 2,000 people coming in via the ferry service. We have recently added a new ferry to our fleet, which is Ruby, and some of you may or may not have seen Ruby coming in or leaving, and we feel like this is a perfect timing to have Ruby added to our fleet, as Ruby holds a lot more passengers than the other ferries that are on our fleet.
And that was the Marketing Officer of FRS Express Diesel, Desma Patrick. And the Elias Nassif Foundation has bestowed the 2024 Entrepreneur of the Year in honor of Philip Nassif to the Dominica Dementia Foundation. The Elias Nassif Foundation, which held its annual donation ceremony this morning, also presented in excess of over $70,000 to 34 organizations. Daughter of the late great Philip Nassif is Marusia Reed.
This year, we're happy to be making annual donations totaling $70,000 to be distributed among 34 beneficiaries. As is customary, we also select and award one Entrepreneur of the Year in memory of the late Elias Nassif. We look for an individual or organization who has impacted the island through their hard work, commitment, humility, and compassion. This year, we have selected a non-profit organization which we believe has created a great awareness of a very prevalent disease, which continues to challenge the elderly. I was not completely knowledgeable about this condition until a couple of years ago, when my brothers and I experienced it with our dad. In this light and in memory of my dad, I would like to introduce you to our 2024 recipient, Rihanna Patterson, President of the Dominica Dementia Foundation.
And that was the daughter of the late great Philip Nassif, Mrs. Marusia Reed. Founder of the Dominica Dementia Foundation, Rihanna Patterson, says this donation will further assist in advancing the works of the foundation.
We just received a contribution from the Elias Nassif Foundation, and I'm truly grateful for it. The executive board is grateful because this donation will allow us to propel the work that we do with people living with dementia in Dominica. Because one of our remits, well, we have quite a few, but it's raising awareness of dementia, providing emotional support to families and caretakers, as well as facilitating research towards dementia. So this means a lot to us, so we can continue the work that we do because we are volunteer-led. So very much want to extend heartfelt thanks to the Elias Foundation for this donation.
And that was the founder of the Dominica Dementia Foundation, Rihanna Patterson. Amongst the recipients were daycare centers, preschools, primary schools, elderly homes, church communities, past employees of Nassif businesses and centenarians. The Elias Nassif Foundation was established in 1995. Meantime, Glenda Bertrand of the Charlotte Nursery Preschool and parish priest of the St. Anne's Catholic Church, Father Ilvio Augustine, are two of the recipients of the 2024 Elias Nassif Foundation donation.
Well, I have been receiving that for the past probably 6 or 7 years, but how we happened to meet Mr. Nassif, I brought the children on a walk to People's Park. And when we were coming back, we met him in front of Fort Young. At that time, Maria didn't pass yet. And the children was singing. And he was so impressed by the children's singing and things. So he asked me if the children can stop and sing. I told him yes. And the children stopped and they sang all songs for him and whatever. And from that, he fell in love with Charlotte's Nursery, and I cannot complain. That has helped. We look forward to it. It's like a hole. It blocks a hole. So we are very, very appreciative of it. We at Charlotte's Nursery School, we are very appreciative of it.
Elias Foundation is a charitable organization, and they recognize agencies or organizations that play a pivotal role in the community. Out of the generosity of their heart, they chose. They don't get anything, any donation from anywhere else. They get it from within themselves, and I'm sure they must have contributed personally, the family, to that moment. And so they've recognized organizations that have been having impact in communities.
And that was the parish priest of the St. Anne's Catholic Church, Father Ilvio Augustine, and Glenda Bertrand of the Charlotte Nursery Preschool. And Dominicans are being encouraged to support tomorrow's National Dress Parade as part of Creole Day's activities. Acting Chief Cultural Officer Urson Matthew says the new 2024 Miss WAP duet, as well as a number of schools, will be on display during tomorrow's dress parade.
On Wednesday night, we had the National Miss WAP duet pageant. I want to congratulate all of the ladies who came forth and participated, because the show was of a very high standard. But I want to single out our new Miss WAP, Miss Heidi Ellick of Granby. Congrats and job well done. And you can come and see them in all their glory at the National Dress Parade on June Equator as we take to the streets of Roseau. We encourage schools, business places, and the general public to come out and support as we live the Creole life and prepare for all of the festivities on the weekend. We start at the government headquarters, onto Bath Road, Hillsborough Street, Independence Street, Cox Street, Dame Mary Junior Charles Boulevard, and end at People's Park as usual. Looking forward to the participation.
And that was Acting Chief Cultural Officer Urson Matthew. And the Chief Environmental Health Officer, Tassie Thomas, says the Environmental Health Department has undergone training to ensure food handlers enforce the necessary requirements to guard against the foodborne illnesses during the independent season. Thomas says routine checks will also be done at major venues for the season.
It is our responsibility at the Environmental Health Department to ensure that all the necessary safeguards are in place to, one, ensure safe food, and two, to prevent any outbreak of food poison. We train food handlers in matters of food safety. We ensure that the place where the food is prepared and displayed is inspected and meets standards. We also ensure that food handlers are medically certified, and at the end of it all, we issue a food ID, which every certified food handler should carry on his person, because this is what will tell us when we visit and the patrons that you have gone through the process of food safety. Another key area of food safety for us is the monitoring of the events. Yes, we go on site and we conduct monitoring.
And that was the Chief Environmental Health Officer, Tassie Thomas. And a leader of the United Workers' Party, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, says a UWP government will recognize or reorganize the agriculture sector. Dr. Fontaine made the statement during a meet and greet session with members of the diaspora at the PSU building this morning.
We believe that agriculture should remain the backbone of this country. Fertile land, where everything is green, everything grows, everything produces. And we will change a has-been industry to the number one industry that employs people, our farmers firstly. We'll get more people involved in farming. The Dominican produce has an authenticity, and it's because of the soil. It's because of what God has blessed us with. So I believe that agriculture will be one of the major things that we will be focused on as a party to not only employ the persons in the rural areas, but also there is a very strong argument for agriculture. 70% of the population lives in the rural areas. Okay, so it means that if you develop the agriculture product, that takes care of 70% of your population already. So it makes it easier for the other sectors to come in and pull the slack. Our another major concern and focus will be on the young people of this country. And so I think it's important for us as a party to focus on the young people. I think it's very important for us to create opportunities for them. And there are opportunities that will and can be created. And so focusing on the young people, focusing on agriculture, and then developing our various service industries. We believe that we can do a lot in terms of the area of the services.
Dr. Fontaine told members of the diaspora to support his party's bid to win the next general elections.
And so your support is crucial in that. You can always talk to your families. One of the best ways to do this is to talk to your families about supporting the United Workers' Party. Talk to your families about giving us the kind of support that we need. And we can do it. It is possible. I tell people that in 2014, we lost the election by 610 votes. Okay, so when we counted, we got 6 seats. When you counted the 5 seats that we came close to winning, the total amount was 610. So that's not a lot. That is not a lot of people to convince, 610 people. And I'm sure by now we've more double or triple that amount. So I think we're in a very good place to win, but we need your support to do it. We need your financial support. We would ask persons, of course, to continue to contribute to the support. We need resources, especially if you're going to have an election in a couple of months. We're going to need your support financially to help us do that. And so we are excited this morning about what the future holds for Dominica. We're excited about your support, excited about the support of Dominicans, and we're just looking forward to that day when we're able to deliver, when we are able to get to that point and see Dominica flourish, see Dominica develop, see Dominica create opportunities for our people. Persons will be coming back to Dominica to work because there'll be good paying jobs that they can come back to and they can enjoy this beautiful paradise that we have.
And that was the leader of the United Workers' Party, Dr. Thompson Fontaine. And power company Dominic says it remains committed to Dominica's culture as it will be deferring the cost of electricity which will be incurred during the staging of the World Creole Music Festival. The 3-day festival will be held from October 25th to the 27th. Public Relations Officer of Dominic, Iola George, addressed the World Creole Music Festival press conference this morning.
In support of culture and in support of and understanding the economic value of such a mammoth production, we feel obligated to contribute in some way. And we're doing so by deferring the cost of electricity that will be incurred during the 3 days of the festival. As the only supplier of electricity in Dominica, Dominic is committed to providing safe and reliable electricity services to Dominicans and to Dominicans as a whole, and we intend to do so during the festival.
And that was the Public Relations Officer of Dominic, Iola George. And on the feature segment of the DBS Evening News, we explore how a long-standing lady of Marigot was able to use a negative and create a positive. Adana James experienced skin problems over many years but decided not to give up. She's now the owner of Goldie Glow, a small business which has developed products for the skin. Adana James of Marigot is our feature on the DBS Evening News.
The Goldie Glow was formed based on my experience and my hardship with acne-prone skin. I have always have acne-prone skin from since I know myself. And basically, that is when normally you have hormonal acne, dark marks, dark spots from squeezing the acne, any skin conditions like eczema, hyperpigmentation, bloater. So basically, I had it for a long time. And doctors used to recommend a lot of products also for the eczema, the steroid cream, and they never used to do me any justice. So when the little holidays when I used to go to my grandma's place, she used to bathe me with them little ponkulu bush, some turmeric, make me take the turmeric shots. And then in my teenage years, I decided to do some research on turmeric, because I say, if granny making me drink turmeric water every morning and a little sweet soap bush every morning, then it should have more benefits than just drinking it. And then I went down the rabbit hole of turmeric in products, of the limes, different things, ginger we can use in products and use on our skin. And when I finished with college in 2019, I decided to delve deeper into my business career and so on. And then I did some research, I did some training online, and also a lot of research, a lot of testing. And I came up with, the first product I came up with was the ginger turmeric scrub. It's a combination with turmeric, ginger, shea butter, coconut oil. And then I extend my line to some more turmeric products, just such as the oils, and then the moisturizers, and then the body wash, basically. And all this is from my experience. I used to think, like, if I'm having that issue, I know somewhere someone is having the same issue, and if it's worked for me, I definitely like it to work for them and help someone else out. So that is where the business venture came from.
Now, who is assisting you?
My family members are assisting me. My father, my sister, my brothers. So basically just family.
What is the response like from the public? What are people saying? Are they taking part in what you're doing?
Yes, I have a lot of positive response and a lot of returning customers, which are keeping me standing and keeping me strong, apart from all the obstacles and everything like that. My customers are the one keeping me going with a lot of positive remarks, with the results they are getting, which I'm so happy for, because that is what we're making the products for results. So when I see people actually getting the results and coming to me and showing me how excited they are from the results, it really warms my heart. So I intend to make it bigger and better. I intend to employ a lot of young people. I want a lot of young people to be more involved in it, to like influence them to start taking care of the body and the skin from young. Yes, it's okay for you to embrace your acne, embrace your imperfections, but if you can't do something about it, it's better to get it done early on. So I would like to influence a lot of young people to buy the natural products, eat natural, and then your body will do good by you.
And that was the owner of Goldie Glow, Adina James, taking us to the end of this evening's feature segment on National Focus. Up next is news from the region and international.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Flow FastPay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. Flow FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
DBS News.
And welcome back. In the region, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or ECCB, announced during its 109th Monetary Council meeting that redesigned currency notes featuring new imagery could begin circulating by 2027. Under the agenda item, Change of Queen's Image on Eastern Caribbean Currency, the meeting's communique revealed that the revamped EC $100 banknote is expected to be released by late 2027, followed by the $5, $10, $20, and $50 notes as existing stocks are used up. The redesigned banknotes will showcase dual portraits of two distinguished nationals from the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, with a total of 10 prominent regional figures featured across all denominations. This move marks a significant departure from decades of tradition, as the late Queen Elizabeth II's portraits has long adorned the ECCB-issued notes and coins. The decision to remove the monarch's image was made at the 105th Monetary Council meeting on July 21, 2023 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And internationally, Chancellor Rachel Reeves says the United Kingdom is not going to be paying out reparations for the transatlantic slave trade. Her comments come as diplomatic sources told the BBC that the Commonwealth heads of government are preparing to begin a meaningful conversation about an issue which could potentially mean the UK owing billions of pounds. As the Chancellor said, she understood why Commonwealth leaders would be making such demands, but it was not something the UK government would commit to. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, who is attending the summit, said he wanted to discuss current challenges, especially climate change, rather than issues of the past. Well, this brings us to the end of this evening's news. Up next is sports.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
And welcome to your DBS Evening Sports for today, Thursday, October 24 for 2024. Following recent changes to the Cricket West Indies or CWI selection policy, former West Indies and Barbados batsman Phil Wallace says he's worried about the future of the men's team, suggesting that the squad's quality may continue to suffer as a result. After CWI opted not to renew the contract of lead selector Desmond Haynes, which expired in June, Director of Cricket Miles Bascom announced in September that they would be moving in a more data-driven approach. The new process, which include a senior talent manager from each of the 6 territories in the region, collated data on the players and then advised the head coaches of the West Indies Test or white balls teams. However, Wallace told the Jamaica Observer that the new system is flawed and could create unnecessary issues. Wallace, who played 7 tests and 33 one-day internationals for West Indies between 1991 and 2000, believes players will not be as motivated to perform under the new process. Still in some sports news, Jamie Smith's fabulous 89 and a trio of late wicket gave Jamie Smith fabulous 89 and a trio of late wickets gave England the upper hand on the first day of the third and deciding test against Pakistan. Smith took England to 267 all out. Then the Pakistan top order stumbled to 73 for free to put the tourists in a favourable position. England were dismissed early into the evening with off-spinner Sahid Khan aiming 6 for 128 to go with his 9 wickets in Pakistan's win in the second test. At the end of day 1, England got 267 and Pakistan 73 for free. Pakistan trailed by 194 runs. And Washington Sundar took 7 wickets for India to bowl New Zealand out for 259 on day 1 of their second test match. This was Washington's maiden test 5 for his best figures in first-class cricket. Batting for New Zealand, Devon Conway made 76 and Rachin Ravindra made 65. India trailed New Zealand by 243 runs, getting to 16 for 1 at the stumps. And India River Rowers coach Augustine Beno Pascal believes his team is in position to give a much better performance at the upcoming Dream 11 Nature ILT10 tournament. The tournament bowls off December 7th at the Windsor Park. The Rowers, who finished at the bottom end of the table in the 5th edition, have made some key additions to the squad. Camille Poran from Trinidad and Shadrach Descarte are 2 of the big names drafted into the team. Pascal thinks he has a winning team.
I thought the way we had planned to select this team this edition, I think things went pretty much to plan in terms of the players that we were able to pick up from the draft. And we feel that it's a very good combination in terms of what we're trying to do this year. What we realize is that we concentrated very much on picking impact players that can impact a game all through the game, whether it's in the field, whether it's bowling or batting. And so we think we've done a pretty good job in putting that team together.
All right, you've selected a Puran to the team, and for a moment there I said, oh my gosh, Nicholas Puran is going to be playing, but no, it's not Nicholas Puran. Just tell us a little bit more about Puran and the reason behind his selection.
Yeah, Camille Puran is the relative to Nicolas Cora. And from all reports, he's one of the guys I used to play in the CCC team. And so he was very much highly recommended to us, and we felt because of his explosiveness in the realms of like Cheyenne Brathwaite and these types of players, we felt we needed a type of overseas player of that sort this edition. So basically that's the reasoning behind Carmen Pura.
Of course, and you're bringing back Taj Tavernier as well into the fold.
Most definitely. Last edition, Taj Tavernier, for whatever reason, wasn't part of the draft, and we are very happy to have him back, and we felt without hesitating to put him right in our midst this time around.
And that was India River Rowers coach Augustine Beno Pascal. The Rowers team is Kavim Hodge, Ryan John from Grenada, Shadrach Descarte from St. Lucia, Camille Puran from Trinidad, Taj Tavernier, Lee Louisi, CJ Charles, Derry Auguste, Dion Roll, Junior Javier, Sawan Lockhart, Neo Davis and Ajanim Tavernier. The Rowers are coached by Augustine Beno Pascal and managed by Claudius Sanford. They will also have female players, Abini Saint-Jean and Abigail Celestine, attached to the team. And England have confirmed the inclusion of Jordan Cox and Rehan Ahmed in their white ball squads for the upcoming tour of the West Indies. Cox is scheduled to return home and join the side, which will depart for Antigua on Monday, 28th October. Rehan, who has been selected in England's 11th for the third test, is expected to arrive in the Caribbean later. Having made his international debut in last month's T20 International Series against Australia, Cox is expected to earn his first ODI cap in the Caribbean. The series will be part of the World Test Championships. Liam Livingstone has been appointed captain for the ODI series, whilst Josh Butler will return for the T20 International phase. Well, this brings us to the end of this evening's news and sports. A special thanks to the DBS News and Sports team and link person, Miss Ivona John Baptist Luge.
And we thank you for tuning in to our news this evening. We'll have another newscast at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. This evening we have no death announcements, so we'll go off with the general announcements on the community bulletin board. Stay tuned.
Market Day with a big difference. C'est your grand célébration La Place Roseau. It's a day for awards, rewards, and prizes. This official ceremony takes place on Saturday, October 26th from 8 a.m. Organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development. Fais certain ou pas marcher. C'est La Place nous, c'est pays nous, c'est cadeau nous. Come witness awards, rewards, and prizes to vendors, farmers, and butchers for their service rendered through 2024. Awards for the best dressed stall, best and most outstanding non-national vendor or farmer, most improved vendor or farmer, best dressed vendor, best dressed customer. Tout le monde bien habillé in their nice dandan and their tête cassée bien penchée dashing kakouille de fig. Kokoi di pas jodi, no, not today. Come celebrate Market Day for a big difference. Come buy, come celebrate. Venez gagner toute provision avec Veritable. Way, come enjoy the rainbow of Tout Bakay Dominique. Saturday, 26 October. Come celebrate our 46th anniversary of independence under the theme Pay Nu, Kado Nu, our country, our gift.
Stay tuned. You're listening to DBS Radio. Coming up shortly, we'll have the general announcements on the community bulletin board, and that will be followed by the entertainment segment. Domlec wishes to advise the public that their Roseau office will be closed from 12 noon tomorrow Friday to allow staff to attend an internal function. Business will resume at 8 a.m. on Monday, 28th October. Domlec apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Dowasco informs the general public that its offices in Portsmouth and Roseau will be closed at noon tomorrow Friday to facilitate a staff function. Dowasco regrets any inconvenience caused and thanks customers for their understanding. Please be guided accordingly. The Dominica Association of Persons with Disabilities, DAPD, Inc., is soliciting the support of corporate citizens, faith-based organizations, learning institutions, professionals of all disciplines, parliamentarians, returning Dominicans, visitors to Dominica, and ordinary citizens for its 18th National Dollar Day. The activity is being held under the theme, Your Benevolence or Continued Existence. The association will hold an educational display outside the Prevost Cinema Hall on Friday, 25th October, and people wishing to contribute are invited to do so. This independent season, the National Bank of Dominica Limited invites all Dominicans returning home to experience NBD's Diaspora Kai, a dedicated space just for you. Enjoy convenience, comfort, and a range of banking services, including customer information, file updates, account openings, and more banking updates. Wire transfers, loan applications, and more. Wherever you are, NBD is here with you. Visit Diaspora Kai and let NBD make your banking experience as smooth as your journey home. NBD always here for you. The public is informed of road closure for blasting operations at the terminal area from the western part of Wesley at both directions tomorrow Friday between 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. or that should be between 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Please be guided accordingly. The Dominica Essential Oils and Spices Cooperative Society Limited, in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Dominica, will hold an educational meeting to facilitate the restoration of the bay oil distilleries with all members and producers of bay oil from La Plaine, Buetica, and Dalis on Thursday, November 7 at the Dalis Primary School from 4 p.m. Transportation arrangements will be made available for members from Buetica, La Plaine, and Dalis. Mr. Philip Geist will transport members from La Plaine and Buetica. The Insurance Company of the West Indies Limited, ICWI, wishes to advise customers and prospective customers that its office will be closed as follows on Friday, 25th October. Portsmouth from 12 noon, Roseau from 1:30 p.m. Normal hours of business will resume at 8 a.m. on Monday, 28th October. The Insurance Company of the West Indies Limited apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause. And the public is advised that the Social Security Office will close from 12 noon on Creole Day, Friday, 25th October tomorrow, to accommodate a staff activity. The office will reopen at 8 a.m. on Monday, 28th October. Management regrets any inconvenience caused and wishes all Dominicans a happy 46th anniversary of independence.
Dominica's World Creole Music Festival 2024, October 25 to 27. Create memories, rejuvenate, exhilarate in excitement, music and dance. Get your ticket now at dominicafestivals.com. Are you ready? Dominica invites the world to celebrate the biggest and most anticipated music festival in the Caribbean 2024, October 25 to 27 at the Windsor Park Stadium in Roseau. 3 nights, 1 stage, non-stop action. Get your ticket now at dominicafestivals.com. Dominica's World Creole Music Festival.
It's Market Day with a big, big difference. C'est une grande célébration La Place Roseau. It's a day for awards, rewards, and prizes. This official ceremony takes place on Saturday, October 26th from 8 a.m. Organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development. Fais certain ou pas marcher. C'est La Place nous, c'est pays nous, c'est cadeau nous. Come witness awards, rewards, and prizes to vendors, farmers, and butchers for their service rendered through Expo 2024. Awards for the best dressed stall, best and most outstanding non-national vendor or farmer, most improved vendor or farmer, best dressed vendor, best dressed customer. Tout le monde bien habillé in their nice dandan and their tête cassée bien penchée dashing kakui de fig. Kokoi di pa jodi, no, not today. Come celebrate Market Day for big difference. Come buy, come celebrate. Venez gagner toute provision avec véritable. Ouais, come enjoy the rainbow of Tout Bakay Dominique. Saturday, 26 October. Come celebrate our 46th anniversary of independence under the theme Pay Nu, Kado Nu, our country, our gift.
yon pays belle, place exotique naturelle. C'est pour ça les doigts j'ai vini. Yo pas jamais les parties. Moi j'attends you dit Dominique du consi. Oh, oh, oh. Vini aider moi faire une chanson pour yo. Oh, oh. Tout est moi j'ai dit c'est un paradis. Oh, oh. À nous pas gâter quoi on fait ça nous ni un pays béni. Pour ça ouais. C'est Jinping, nous n'y l'aide et puis gros show. Y'a un peu de bisous si haut. Pour manger, oui, y'a un petit pygmy. On choisit ça dans la bien coupouli. Si vous voulez visiter Belleville, quoi bien, quoi t'acheter, ou d'un kinfield. Moi j'attends you, puis dans mes goûts qu'on si haut. Fini, aidez-moi faire une chanson pour yo. Tout est toi, j'ai dit, c'est un paradis. Ça nous ni en pays béni. Dominique c'est un place qui n'est tout bagaille. Moi qu'a dit musicien, nous qu'a tout cas de musique Dominique. Cadas.